And we are live now, so those is unclear about when we're live, so I figured let's just be really, really obvious about it.
Well, we were having a serious health discussion, and I wanted to know if
Right?
we were just dropping knowledge on our viewers or not. Because if we were, I was going to start charging them money for it.
Yeah. I don't think that you're allowed to do that. What you do is you start a blog and you say a whole bunch of stupid stuff, and then every so often you get something right by accident, and you're like, see, I was right.
Yeah, sounds pretty accurate.
That's how things work in general.
But I also siphon off your ad money, Quincy. You can't forget about that either.
That's true, you're right. I owe you half my ad money.
Yep.
Yeah. Big ad money. Making huge dollars. But anyway, game two, willowkeeper taking the first game about 20 minutes, showing some pretty solid dominance, and Magnus, which was banned last game, is the first pick for Nullstone. Nullstone have banned Flux, Prisoner 945, Bramble, and Kinesis, so realizing that Bramble is a bit of a problem. Polywog to open bubbles and devour, and Pebbles getting taken out by Willowkeeper. They go with CD and Ellie, two heroes that we've seen them play before. At least I've seen them play before. I don't know if you've seen them play before, but both did quite well.
Well, I mean, this is like last game. Last game, there was a Soul Reaper, a hero with no CC, and that was really, that fared pretty poorly for them. So I'm interested to see how CD is going to do. I mean, you have Electrician, that's a long single target CC, but if their third hero doesn't have follow-up CC, preferably AoE based, then it's going to be tough, because Magnus is great at interrupting an Electrician stun. It's very easy for him to do, especially after he gets his portal key. So if CD doesn't have the necessary time to get that corrupted conduit off, get some damage in, they're going to have a hard time winning team fights.
Yeah, and I was initially concerned about the CD as well, but I think basically what happened was corrupted conduit onto one hero. First of all, it seems like it's harder to run away from people in this than it is in Forest. I don't know if it's because people are less familiar with the nooks and crannies, or because there are fewer of them. But it's difficult to break that link, and what happens essentially is you're trading 1/3 of your team's right-click damage and just putting it on the other team. So what happens is the CD just hits like a truck, and yeah, he doesn't have CC, but if you pair him with a hero like Electrician and what I presume is going to be a third pick that also has significant CC, he doesn't really care. He's just like, look, you can't fight me at all, because if you do, you're going to get conduited, and then you're just going to die because there's nothing you can do about that. So
I want to see an Oogie so bad on Null. If I see an Oogie... No! Damn it. Oogie would be so good. CD's corrupted conduit wouldn't matter all that much. Electrician would get dealt a lot of damage if he wasn't stunning the Oogie, because Oogie would just get so much damage on him during that 3.5 channeling phase. So that would have been a great counter to both of those heroes, and a Curse wouldn't fare much better. I mean, they have so little CC, they have one stun on
yeah.
That is such a ballsy move in Grimm's Crossing. They have persistency. The longer the team fight goes, the better their chances are, especially when opposing, look at the nukes from Null. You got Pyro, Magnus, Valkyrie not so much, but, I don't know. This is a really weird lineup from Willowkeeper. I don't think I agree with it.
Valk's got more burst damage than Magnus does between the arrow and the call.
Magnus ult plus stun? Are you crazy?
Yeah, but Magnus ult is on a 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
I don't consider ults like, okay, if your only stun is an ult, I don't consider that hero as like having a stun. Okay, yeah, it has a stun, but if it's only up every 2 minutes with maximum efficiency, it's not like something you can really count on. Oh god, teleport's being used on both sides, and actually Willowkeeper gonna get really advantageous in this situation, gonna eat the stun, but he gets the other teleport off. Accursed.
Wow.
Gonna live. Sorry, Nullstone was taking the advantage, not Willowkeeper. I was figuring.
Yeah.
They were on the wrong side.
Damage coming into play. This is gonna be a good game.
Yep.
I feel it.
Already getting pretty damn aggressive.
Look at Willowkeeper's wards. 3 wards out already. One of them's a Rev ward. So they definitely have the side advantage. A Cursed and Corrupted in the same lane, or you have a Valkyrie versus an Electrician in the top lane. I give Valkyrie the edge up here. Bot lane, I mean, yeah, lots of nuke power on behalf of Null, but with an Accursed, that probably won't mean much.
Yeah. I've got the Fire Shields, which I don't think... Does it remove Magnus and Pyro stun too? I guess so.
Does the shield remove stuns?
I mean, I know it like removes Valkyrie stun. I guess it would remove all stuns, and then The issue is just how fast can you get it off. Does it even matter?
Right, and even if you do use it after the initial stun, there are 2 more stuns on Null's team to follow up.
Right, I know. I was thinking mostly in the laning phase.
Yeah.
First will basically make it impossible for Legion to get any kills, I think.
Yeah, well, last game I said I didn't expect any kills till the 6 level mark, and I was dead wrong, so I'm not going to make any similar predictions this time.
Well, I told you that.
You told me what?
Listen to me. That there were going to be kills before the 6-minute mark?
I can't take back my words, Quincy. I can't go back on my word.
Sure you can.
Nah.
Oh, it's good. People are like, oh, I can't. You're not taking back your word. You're saying, I've reevaluated my opinion and come to a different conclusion. That is good.
And this time I have. Hence why I'm not saying anything.
I don't know, but you could have done that last game too. I was trying to convince you that there were going to be kills before before level 6, and
I subtly noted it without giving confirmation.
Well, point is you're wrong. That's the only thing that really matters here. And
this is a very rare case, mind you.
What? Are you wrong?
Yeah.
Do you have like some sort of memory deficiency?
No, do you?
No. That's why I know either you're insane, lying, or delusional or something.
Well, let's be frank. Clearly we're both insane, but only one of us is delusional.
I agree.
Anyway.
It's Jared.
Valkyrie pretty much decimating the top lane. Actually, no. Krake is ahead on CS by quite a bit, but he's low on health now without any health potions or tangos. But let's see right here. He's got a bottle and a health potion coming, so that's about to be negated. Yeah, Willowkeeper's ahead by 3,500 gold, 2,000 or sorry.
I was gonna say, what?
300 gold, 200 experience.
I love the CD is boxing out 2 people by himself.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Yeah, Willowkeeper definitely dominating the laning phase despite having 2 melee heroes, or yeah, 2 melee heroes compared to 2 ranged.
And Curse was jungling for a little bit as well, so that'll be good for him. Root getting some CS and levels. Fire Shield goes down, he'll continue to kill these Snutters. Be dead relatively easy. Boxy apparently having absolutely no issues laning by himself. Nullstone not really interested in trying to force him on a lane too much. I'm kind of surprised they're not going for him more often.
Lanes with a curse are never exciting from past experience. Nobody dies.
Well, this might be it. Yeah, he takes the stun off, but the fire shield goes through. Is he gonna get the kill? Yeah.
Pyro.
Yeah. No. No.
No.
Power supply from Boxy. Huge.
Magnus won't be able to reach him though.
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, that was close. That fog of war.
Yeah. That probably should have been a kill, but yeah, Boxy getting fogged. Really, very nice health potion usage from what you got, and that saves his life. But
I just wish we would have seen an Oogie this game. I mean, Oogie is perfect against that Hellborn team.
CD grab a regen rune. How hilarious is that?
Yeah. But, I mean, that entire team is based around consistency and having more time in a team fight. Oogie would be the perfect counter to that. And you know Beaverbanger plays that hero insanely well.
Tinker, what are you doing here? This guy.
What's up, Tinker? X-Tinker. Can't forget the X, Quincy.
I did. Fire Shield goes on actually after the second stun, which is a little interesting. Kind of a waste. And Curse is now out of mana, so he probably needs to go back and get some more of that while CD is relatively safe, because... Yeah, well, now Magma Stun's back up. He'll eat an electric tide.
I think the pattern we're going to see in team fights is Null trying to burst down one hero very quickly, and if they succeed in doing so, they win the team fight. But if the other team survives, and they survive all that nuke damage, then they're going to turn it around. I mean, you're looking at heroes with huge turnaround potential on this Hellborn team. Accursed, Corrupted Disciple, even Electrician to some degree. I mean, survivability definitely plays a big factor.
Conduit going down, Magma's having some of his damage stolen. But not too much. I think he's going to pop a health pot, get himself back up to full. He's actually wasting a fair bit of that.
Valkyrie almost dropping Electrician.
Ellie a little bit too powerful though. Has the leap, and I feel like, well, Mana Shield wasn't up, but I feel like if he had leapt forward, it might have been a kill there. But Ellie is too tanky. Oh, Tinker's gone.
Valkyrie's making a strong comeback in this lane. They're just about tied as far as gold is concerned. But he's looking for a kill now. They got the, he's got an invis rune. He will find Electrician if he stays here. Nope, never mind.
And Ellie looking for a kill of his own. And the lack of CC sort of, I think, is coming into play. I mean, that attempt on Pyromancer probably would have gone through, except for the fact that Cursed did almost nothing there. Like, if he had had a stun or a slow or something, I mean, Pyro was almost certainly dead, but...
Yeah, I mean, essentially all the damage from the Hellborn team comes out from a Corrupted Disciple, and it's going to take a while for him to get damage. I mean, he needs to get a solid Corrupted Conduit off, and that's not going to be easy because you're looking at 2 heroes with great escapes and great CC, and a 3rd hero with crazy burst potential.
Right, who isn't even reliant on her auto-attack damage necessarily, his auto-attack damage necessarily. I mean, he's much more magic-focused, so even if you drain all of Pyro's damage, it's not going to be that big a deal. CD running forward, putting the Electric Tide down, we get 1 stun, gets taken off, the other stun goes through, and yep, that looks like it will be it. Top lane, they did have a little bit of engagement, but... CD getting aggressive, and there's very little that Beaverbanger on this Magnus can do about it. I mean, Boxy's just sitting here and farming.
Yep, 300 GP, and that's the last thing you want to see on the Corrupted Disciple, let alone Boxy playing that Corrupted Disciple.
Dude's good.
Yeah, 2080 MMR is okay, I guess.
Pyro and Magnus are sort of roaming top, but instead are going to transition back to the bottom lane once again. Is he really that high up there? Man.
Yeah, 2078.
What's his ladder rank?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, the top ladder is with a lot of players who don't even touch the game anymore, so you gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 MMR is ridiculously good. Oh, bot lane.
Yep, big engagement here, and Corrupt Disciple actually having his ultimate eaten by... No, a curse with the heal! What you got is gonna die.
Oh, man. As I said, man, if they survive that initial nuke, they're gonna turn it around, and that is clearly what we just saw. Damn, that's big. Especially
Arrow, not gonna connect. And one thing I was thinking about earlier that I didn't really talk about because it doesn't matter all that much is the Seer from a curse, which doesn't have yet, but that's potentially another way to at least slow people down. It's not really a CC tool because it's just a slow, and for that matter, we have Valkyrie with Leap and Magnus with Lava Surge, so who cares all that much, but
with a Corrupted Disciple, especially one who's getting as farmed as Boxy is, that's going to be a very, very useful tool. Because that's going to be their issue, is chasing down heroes, and with Seer it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
I mean, chase is fine. The problem is, I think you can't really do that so much because of how small the map is. So if your engagement, you'd much rather have a situation where you're both moving at 200 MS and there's a chase, than a situation where you're moving at 500 and the opponent is moving at 450 or something like that. Because, okay, the Seer is going to give you increased movement speed, which is nice, and increased attack speed, which is also nice, but like, Valk doesn't have to go that far to get back into her base, and at some point you can't chase her anymore. So, I still think you'd rather have the stun, but I guess it's something.
Right. No, that makes sense. But don't rule it out entirely. I think it will come into play at some time.
On the top, Electrician is going to survive for some period of time, gets the fire shield up, and not going to be enough, yeah.
Nice. Valkyrie got the kill too. That's solid for Nullstone.
And here comes Corrupted Disciple, though. Puts the conduit down, looking for a kill on the Pyromancer. Is going to find it.
Pyro gets a stun.
Comes, and that's going to be a nice combo. So.
Nice. Nice. Beaverbanger getting the kill.
I wonder if there's a bit of an initiation issue. Or a communication issue, excuse me.
Right.
As, oh no! 4-second arrow on a Cursed. Are they gonna have enough damage to lock this down? Looks like it. No, he's got the ultimate. So if he had hit the second call, then that would have been a dead Curse. He still might fall, actually. No. 13 health. Yeah.
Wow.
Aussie Sloth nearly getting it.
I agree with him getting back and not going for it. Smart move on his part.
And static grip goes on Valk, but she will just leave away.
Tied 2-2. Willowkeeper's up by about 1,000 gold, but experience is virtually tied. This is turning out to be a much more close game than last game.
And what a surprise. Nullstone picked some heroes with stuns, and they're doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Pyro on Valk. The 5-second arrow on Electrician.
Yep.
He's gonna fall.
Real dead.
That, wow. Huge arrows from Fuzzy Sloth. And that puts him almost at par with Boxy's GPM. Boxy's sitting at about 335. Valk's falling close behind with about 302.
And I mean, I think Nullstone looking to get aggressive, and for good reason. Because they realize, you know, we have much more stun potential. We have a lot more CC, and it's easier for us to engage fights, especially right now. You know, level 8 on Magnus, level 6 on Pyromancer, so he's got access to his ultimate. And I'm thinking,
I give the progressive advantage to Nullstone. I think that their heroes, as a collective, progress better with golden experience than the ones on Willowkeeper do. I mean, keep in mind they have a CD. That's definitely a harder carry most of the time than Valkyrie would be. But with Magnus going to get a portal key and Pyro getting whatever he ends up getting,
and nice dodge on that. Fire Shield isn't going to do enough, I wonder, actually.
CD's gonna fall! Wow. What? Oh my god. That was great.
Top 5 play of the week?
Yes. I'm submitting that.
Let's go into Sky Wars.
Yep.
That was fantastic. So now, Nullstone with 4 kills, Willowkeeper with 2 kills, General Aatrox with 2 kills.
Yeah, General Aatrox taking a dominant gold lead over Willowkeeper and Null. I think he has the potential to come back and win this.
Yeah? How the hell did he even get aggroed? The eruption damage, maybe? Must have been.
And for people who don't know what just happened there, with the new boss in Grimm's Crossing, he has, if you remember the old Salomon Q ability, where you would shoot beams in a line and it would both heal and damage your enemies, it's essentially that. He charges it up and sends it one way. It deals about 400 to 500 damage. So, lots of damage.
Lots of damage.
You want to avoid that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of damage, as was clearly shown.
Especially because people in this map don't tend to have the highest life pools in general.
Yeah, especially when it's not casual mode, like this game.
Right. Also, didn't mention, but they also took a tower.
Yep. So Willowkeeper still ahead in terms of gold by only about 700, but Null is jumping way ahead in experience, and they're up by 2,000.
Yep. So, early game definitely going in Tree's favor. They had a much better laning phase, but as we transition out of that now, just keep saying stuns are valuable.
Yeah, and it seems like Root of Z knows all the good ward spots. If you look at the left side of the map, he has a ward on a tiny little cliff that's kind of hard to see unless you're experienced with this map. And one at the bottom lane as well. Same spot essentially. Oh,
and they're gonna get the grip onto Magnus, but the Valkyrie ultimate goes down. That's gonna be the end of that.
See, if what you got was putting wards on the cliffs next to the Hellborn space, they would have a lot more vision, but I can't blame them at all because, for me anyway, I needed to see somebody else put a ward in those spots in order to realize, hey, that's a small cliff that I didn't see before. I can put wards right there. So with this map being new, it's kind of hard to tell those sorts of things.
Right. Nullstone continuing to at least keep the game even and occasionally increase their lead as it takes some pretty solid team fights.
Now check this out. Valkyrie and Corrupted Disciple have the exact same items, apart from a Minor Totem. And Electrician and Magnus have the exact same items apart from Vestments, which Magnus could afford, but I think he's going to rush that portal key, which is good.
Destroyed a Legion
Top tower
tower
goes down too, so Willowkeeper really interested in taking these towers, and that is the primary driver of their current gold lead.
Yeah, towers are. I mean, they're a big deal in Forest of Kaldivar, no doubt about it. But in this especially, oh, arrow almost hitting curse. But I mean, you can take complete map control because there's no more defense except for the Legion base. Valkyrie Phantom Illusion getting gone.
Yeah, there's a grip onto Valkyrie. Red Ward goes down as well as they anticipate the potential of Valkyrie ult, but that's on cooldown. Magma's going to stun Iron, and Electrician going to take that, so it will have the Electric tied down too. They don't have enough damage though, and they have absolutely no way to get Magma's out of the C-Math. Arrow in the background going through, but Grip gets cancelled. That was interesting. They must have gripped a mid-leap. So
I hate it when that happens.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Well, not with Grip, but with other abilities like the DM lunge, kind of gets disjointed in a very quirky way.
Leap normally doesn't disjoint stuff, so
different. It can if you time it right. It's not easy to get off though.
Yeah. Well, Mag, I'm assuming is going for his portal key. He's got about 1,000 gold, so shouldn't be that far off of it. Root is just warding everything. And Rev Ward there will find one. Don't know if it'll find both. Nope, doesn't look like it. Damn it, Pingu.
What's up with Pingu?
He's asking if he wants to join the cat. Or, well, if you still have Monkey, then. Anyway, static grip onto, Valkyrie, and she's gonna leap away, but she's gonna leap right into the Corrupted Disciple. Nice lava surge though, and the eruption not gonna be able to cancel counter with the arrow blazing strike as well. But they're gonna turn this around because of the curse. They just cannot kill anything. Now there's two dead, perhaps three. Fire Shield goes through, grip onto Pyro, and that's an easy death. Corrupted Disciple.
For CD, that's huge for Tree.
They need to kill the
so
Corrupted.
Unfortunate for Null, yeah. Damn.
So he's all of their damage.
And he's now 5-2 with 350 GPM. They're gonna try to push base, but they only have about 10 more seconds until both Pyro and Magnus are up.
And they're gonna go off too. That's gonna encourage them to leave. Might get Pingu in here as well then. If we still
That's
have
fine.
Monkey from yesterday.
Electrician picking up a regen rune in the middle, and CD's probably gonna head back to base pretty soon. He gets a glowstone. So, are you led to think that this is a staff of master?
Yes, that's definitely gonna be a staff, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway, grip gonna be on Valkyrie again. They really don't have any follow-up though, so it's just some harass. And she's gonna counter with the call. Not all that much to happen though. Ellie ultimate as well. We didn't really talk about that as a CC tool, but again, pretty powerful slow.
Yeah.
Not great, but I mean they have a fair number of ways to just like annoy people, but they don't really have huge lockdown.
Right. I would have preferred to see something like a Witch Slayer in Pyro's place. A little bit more CC presence. The new presence is about the same. And Mana Drain is usually pretty good against Electrician.
Stream just caught up to General Aatrox's double tap.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Yes, indeed. At the very least, these players will get a 30-second window of fame in the upcoming top 5 place.
That's all they have ever known. Nullstone and Tree. It's not like they're consistently
That's all I live my life for. Yeah, it's not like they're two of the
Contra
best teams
matches.
in Han right now. That would be crazy. Talking crazy talk, Quincy.
Anyway, double damage rune spawns, and assuming they will get picked up by somebody, Ellie's gonna grab it. So Willowkeeper having some difficulty breaking base, but they're now up substantially in both gold and experience. That team fight was really huge for them.
Yeah, not only that, but Krake's getting big. Krake picks up a glowstone as well. He's got the mana ring. Plenty of damage negation going on that hero. And he's gonna be hard to kill, man. He's the highest level in the game, even when compared to Boxy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's going Icon.
Yeah, nor would I.
I
will tell you guys this. You play Grimm's Crossing soon on the casual mode, I would highly recommend getting an Icon.
Yes.
They're both left and right, and it's so ridiculously good. Same thing for a mid-horse.
Right. It's essentially the same concept, same reason, and more or less the same outcome. Grimm's crossing a little bit. Oh, Arrow hit Aatrox, and he killed them after the stun end. Interesting.
What is General Aatrox? I'm looking at him, he's like a lightning being.
Yeah, some sort of like reanimated corpse or something. He talks about how he's like the representation of dead soldiers or something like that. So maybe he's the embodiment of all the people that died here or something.
Well, I'm guessing that he and Corrupted Disciple are pretty good friends. I mean, they're both lightning under base.
Probably electrician too.
So honestly, Corrupted Disciple probably just paid him off to kill both those heroes at the end of the team fight. I mean, they're friends. I'm sure they've done it before. I wouldn't be surprised.
We're gonna ignore the fact that there's a hero in this game named Electrician.
Mm-hmm.
That, I don't know, seems like much more plausible. But fine.
Well, Corrupted Disciples, I don't know. They're both lightning-based heroes, so maybe they.
And Electrician is not a lightning-based hero.
It's electricity, which is.
What's lightning?
You get what I mean, Quincy. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm just saying, you understand what lightning is, right?
Yeah, it's yes.
This guy.
So my new theory would be that they pooled their money and paid off General Aatrox, and instead of getting just one hero, because if only CD had paid him, it'd just be one hero. But with their pooled money, he killed 2 heroes for them.
I'm down with that.
All right. Seems much more plausible.
Anyway, speaking of Electrician, he did finish the icon. Corrupted Disciples a couple of CS away from finishing off his staff, and Towers being BM and killing the creeps. But he should have that relatively quickly. Both sides going for a bit more of a farm-oriented strat for now. I think Nullstone a little bit concerned about how the last engagement went, and Tree are mostly just like, yeah, we're really close to having a couple of big items, so let's finish those off and then try to engage.
I mean, do you really think that Staff is the best pick for CD? I agree, it gives him great stats, and his ultimate is a hell of a lot more interesting once you get it, but if...
It's gonna bounce to everybody.
But here's the thing, if Null is trying to bring CD down as quickly as possible in each team fight, and you have burst damage like Pyro, Valkyrie, Magnus, I don't know. I agree, it's probably a good pick.
It's nice, and actually,
Arrow hits CD.
Yeah, Corrupted Disciple is totally screwed. He puts the ultimate down though, and you can see it bouncing. It's going to do a lot of work. Electrician trying to come back in. Question is, are they going to be able to catch anybody? No, they're not, because the Corrupted or the Energizer is there.
They want to go back on
coming back in. Yeah, they want more of this, but I don't think they're going to find anything valuable, and they're going to just back off instead. So they get the kill onto a Cursed, which is important. That's the hero they need to pick off first. As if that had been Corrupted Disciple, he probably would have lived. But since it's a Cursed, less health, didn't have the backup from an Accursed, it's a problem. And those mining chat. This was the first time I ever had Twitch chat problems.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
I don't even know... I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about, so I'm just going to ignore it. Just ban everybody, Quincy. Tell these children to... Yeah. Anyway, back to the game.
Yep.
Top tower in Nullstone's base is at about 1/3 HP. Valkyrie just finished her Null Fire Blade, so now we have 2 of Electrician's ultimate effects.
We should get more.
You know what Valkyrie's trying to do? She's trying to get some bartering power with General Aatrox by getting a Null Fire Blade. Once again, that lightning... Oh. Pyro falling almost immediately.
I think he got 2-shot. This is a static grip, and CD comes in with a double damage, just like, well, now you're dead. And they're going to turn this into a top tower push. Pyromancer does not have a buyback. With a double damager, and this is definitely a tower, and could very possibly be more. As Magnus doesn't have an eruption for a couple more seconds. And he does not have a portal key either, but this should be racks, I think.
Yep.
There's really nothing that Nullstone can do about this. Anyway, they're going to counter this with a grip. Magma's going to counter with a stun. 2.8-second arrow onto Electrician, but nothing else going to happen. Pyromancer back up. Going to miss the stun, though. And Purge goes on to Mag. Looks like Tree's going to back off. As they, for some reason, tried to initiate on a Valkyrie instead of just killing stuff. So, Nullstone do save their axe, but they lose a base tower at the same time. And Electrician has 2 charges, I think, on you, just from that one Pyromancer kill.
Yep, 2 charges, along with a haste rune bottled. And Electrician's picking up a Mighty Blade, so I'm led to believe he's going to be getting a Shrunken Head. And I don't see that hero dying at all. That hero is not going to die for the rest of the game.
And Corrupted at the top, yeah, he's going to put the Eruption down, but the Energizer is there, and really nothing else they can do. But Electrician walks into an arrow. They can't follow this up because Corrupted Disciple is there, and he's got too much health. Plus the ultimate was active.
Wow. Yeah, Fuzzy Sloth is on point with these arrows today.
This doesn't seem to be mattering all that much. Eruption's down, and they know that, so this is their cue to go kill Rax, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
They have to go right now.
This a little bit. 4.8-second arrow. Is it going to be taken off? Yes, it will. And looks like Electrician wouldn't be surprised if he survives this Blazing Strike onto Electrician for some reason. Why would you do that? Pyromancer is going to die. There goes Magnus as well, as Boxy is just wrecking people. Fire Shield goes down. They're going to start to put some damage into Valkyrie, but they're not going to get that kill. They do get the Rax. And nope, nothing more. No buybacks available as usual, so that's going to be 1 set of racks, and they could maybe turn this into more. Valk Arrow misses, and it's going to be eating a grip. That's going to be another death, and Nullstone putting up a CC vote here, and yeah, that's going to be it. So Willowkeeper taking game 2 in about 27 minutes, so definitely a much more even game 2 than game 1, but Nullstone had their chances, couldn't quite capitalize, and I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It seems like those 2 team fights where CD just barely survived the nuke damage, they were able to persist, come back, and, you know, clean up for the most part. Very unfortunate for Nullstone Gaming, man. They were showing a lot of promise those first few minutes.
And agreed. So, excuse me while I time out a couple of people, because apparently that's what I have to do in Twitch chat now. I don't know why.
Where are you timing out? As long as it's not Catagon,
it's
that's
not,
fine by me.
It's In Yang Host, who I don't know who the hell that is, and Eva Ligon or something like that. Whatever. You guys both been timed out because you're fighting for no reason about nothing. What else is new in Han? People fighting for no reason about nothing.
That never happened.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, Willowkeeper. That means they win. They win everything. Yay for Willowkeeper. Yay for me predicting that they would win everything. Ha.
Big money.
Yeah.
I was surprised as to how that game went. I mean, I thought that Nullstone had the progression or the promise with progression, but Electrician just got too big, man.
I agree. I mean, it seems like I think they just got outplayed, to be honest. They didn't. I don't think that Tree had the better draft. I really don't. If that had been switched around, I think Tree would have probably won harder with Nullstone's draft. But
and if ever there was a time for the members of Null to say I hate a curse, now would be the best time. And I don't blame them. I hate that hero too.
Yeah. Did they pick a cursed after? Yeah, that was the last pick. So that was the counter of the Valkyrie. Good. I was making sure they didn't pick the Valk into the accursed. Obviously, that's a very silly thing to do.
Right. I'm telling you, man, if they had picked Doogie, it would have gone.
You might be right.
100% differently.
You might be right. I don't know, but that's about it for me. I don't know if you have anything else left in the tank.
Long live Oogie. Yeah, I like both of these teams. I'm friends with a couple people on Null, but I'm surprised. I hope we see a lot more Grimm's Crossing tournaments in the future. Yeah. I've been playing this mode quite a bit. If any of you listeners haven't played it yet, I would highly recommend it. In fact, I'll probably be playing it for the next couple hours. So if you want to hop in on some 3v3 action, send me a PM, or I don't know if Quincy's going to be playing, but I hope he is.
I'm going to go. I have to take care of some crap, so.
Alright, Quincy, I didn't want you to play any.
Good. Anyway, that'll do it. As congrats to Willowkeeper, they take it 2-0. They win $100 per player. Nicely done. I don't know
Wait,
how much.
shouldn't it be 200 per player?
It's $300 per first place.
Oh, I thought it was 600.
$600 is the whole total prize pool.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Go buy yourselves a nice dinner or something.
Yeah.
2 nice dinners.
Not bad. So congrats to them, and that's going to do it for the Grimm's Cup number 4. Willowkeeper Crown Champions, Nullstone taking 2nd place. The 3rd place match, I don't know what's happening with that. I think it's Grimm's United versus Cuck Sugar Lars, so whoever wins that, yay for you. And that'll do it for this series.